Today we're diving into something truly fascinating, the world of Aztec justice. It was a system built on ideas that can feel, well, pretty alien compared to how we think about law and order today. So let's get right into it.
I want you to just think about that for a second. Imagine a whole society with no jail cells, no wardens, no long-term sentences. That's exactly how the Aztecs operated. So how on earth did they keep people in line and punish criminals? That's the big question we're exploring. You see, the whole Aztec legal system was just different. It wasn't about rehabilitation or endless appeals. Nope. For them, justice was all about immediate, unmistakable consequences, usually carried out right in the open for everyone to see. It was a warning, loud and clear. Okay, so let's start with the most serious category of crimes. We're not talking about petty stuff here. These were offenses the Aztecs believed could threaten the very stability of their entire civilization. And first up is one that might surprise you: adultery. Now, we tend to see this as a private, personal issue. But for the Aztecs, oh no. It was a full-blown crime against the state because it was seen as a threat to the family unit, which was the absolute foundation of their society. And the punishment for it was absolute. You'd be either strangled or stoned to death. The specific method wasn't nearly as important as the final result: death. This just goes to show how seriously the state took this, and they made sure the sentence was always carried out.
This whole idea of public final punishment wasn't just for their own citizens. Just look at what happened to enemy warriors they captured. Their sentence wasn't served quietly in a cell somewhere. It was a massive, ritualized public spectacle that was central to Aztec religion and their ideas about warfare.
The whole process was chillingly methodical. The captured warrior would be tied between two posts. A white spot was painted right over their heart as a target. Then archers would begin shooting them with arrows, but they would intentionally save the head and the heart for the very end.
But of all the crimes, the Aztecs saved their most terrifying punishment for murder. This wasn't just about getting even. It was designed to be a visceral, unforgettable display of the ultimate consequence for taking a life. It was a gruesome two-part execution. First, the murderer was literally burned on a bonfire until they were just barely alive. And then, in a final brutal act that actually mirrored their sacrificial rituals, their still-beating heart was cut right out of their chest. A horrific end for the most horrific crime.
So we've looked at crimes that could shake the foundations of the state. But what about just daily life? Let's take a look at how Aztec law controlled personal behavior to keep everything in society running smoothly.
Let's start with something that might seem kind of minor to us today: being drunk in public. For the Aztecs, public order and decorum were incredibly important.